Hey guys, this is Jeff coming at you from the Outer Banks of West Michigan. Thought I'd do a quick reply to our friend Kevin's grid tie inverter video that he put on. So what I'll do is I'll just run you by my house real quick and what I've done to prepare for emergencies. And obviously living in Muskegon here, we don't have too many hurricanes coming in over Lake Michigan. However, we do get some pretty good wind storms coming off the lake, and also some pretty big snowstorms. And we're expecting some bad weather. We've got a lake effect snow watch in effect for us, and they're talking quite a bit of snow. So I just run through my house real quick and show you what I've done to kind of prepare for emergency situations. I am an amateur radio operator, and I've got all sorts of radios down here that I run off 12-volt batteries, which is nice to have for backup situations. So, hey, we're on upstairs. We'll show you real quick what I've done for food. So you can see for food situation, nothing. Got nothing prepared. Got some old pizza. As our friend Kevin suggested, Bud Light. That's pretty much essentials there. Don't have much in the way for stored up food in the freezer. Ice cream and corn. So, and Jello shots. Those could come in handy. As far as food in the cupboard, I found as long as you have the beer and the Oreos, you should be set. So it's kind of what we've got going on for food here. As our friend Kevin alluded, safety, home safety is another big thing that we try to do. And as you can see here, we got the Crossman 760 pellet gun, and comes in handy, shoots BBs, pretty nice, and also bow and arrow. Notice on the tip here we've got a nice field point on there. We don't want any blades on there. If someone's breaking into the house, stick them in the leg or the foot or something, and this should be all set. Looking to upgrade these. I think Pump Masters come out with a 770 that actually shoots pellets, maybe a little more accurate. Maybe a scope on it, or hey, maybe one of those compass in the stocks too. So that's what I've got for my home safety. Throw on my shoes real quick, and our buddy Kevin talked a little bit about fixing up a wind turbine of his that he had, and he did a real good job putting that mount in the attic. And we had a pretty good windstorm here. Well, I don't know if you can see up there. I had a wind turbine mounted up there on top of my gazebo, and there's a shattered remains of my wind turbine, and you will not be seeing a fix-it video for that, because that thing's a piece of junk, really. And it was way off balance, and just had to be a 90-mile-an-hour wind before it generated enough power to ever charge anything. So you will not be seeing a fix-it video for that. I got my grill outside there, so if we do have an emergency, I won't be out here cooking. It's too cold. Pizza Hut's down the road, and hopefully they're going to have power. But so you've seen kind of the food situation. Kind of seen we've got a cat too. We'd always eat him if we needed to do anything for food. But hey, I'm going to get serious on you guys real quick. Seriously, Kevin, I want to thank you for all the videos you've posted. Being an amateur radio operator, I am the assistant emergency coordinator from Muskegon County, and so all my radios downstairs are pretty important to have running in a situation. I don't have much for solar right now. I've got a panel that's putting out 1 amp at the most on the side of my house, and 1 amp is just pretty much a trickle charge. So I'm working on the charge controller downstairs. I do have here a small bank of these are just two 12-volt batteries in there, hooked together. So you've got probably about 300 amp hours there of battery power. And we'll go back down the basement. Those are running. And I know people are going to holler about wire sizing and that, and these are not meant right now to pull any power. Just run my radios downstairs that don't pull very many amps whatsoever, and some small low voltage lighting downstairs. So that's all those two are there for. And underneath here, cover, I got a couple of 6 volt batteries. Again, they're hooked in series, and then they're hooked all together. And those are about 720 amp hours I've got in there. Again, wire sizing is probably not correct. I realize that. We'll upgrade that when we can. And Kevin, I appreciate all the information you had on the website about wire crimping and making your own cables. I'm going to redo mine, obviously with bigger op wire. Those are run into a 1500 watt inverter there that I've got an extension cord in there that can run my TV and radio and things, light in the living room and some things. Also, there's 2 smaller wires going out there and then conduit down into the basement. And again, those are what I use my HF radios on. Those don't draw much power either, so I know wire sizing isn't the way it should be, but we'll upgrade that at a later time. It's nice to be able to have those charged. Most of the time, if we're doing Skywarner, I've got spotters out in the field. We lose power in a storm, and I've got people out there. I need to make sure I have enough power to run my computers downstairs, my radar software, and be able to keep tabs on people out there. So, hey, if you're gonna have solar panels, you might as well have a grid tie inverter to pump that power into the grid when your battery banks are topped off. So, I'm gonna run downstairs real quick and just give you a brief overview of the radio room that I have downstairs. And I hope you obviously, those are not going to be meant to do anything besides entertain my son. So I'll run back down here real quick, and I'll turn on the light down here. This is the kids' game room. It's pretty messy. Not much like my room's any neater, but again, got some HF action going on. Got a guy down in Florida making some calls. I'll turn the volume down on him, but there's my volume. These 2 wires are coming off the 12 volt batteries. Again, I know the wiring size is small, but I can hook these up to anything right now that I need to pull off those 12 volt batteries. I've got a box coming for right here that will be fused, so I'll have both battery banks running into here fused, and we'll be able to work it that way. These 3 are antenna wires. These are coming from the big 12 or the big 6 volt batteries out there, and those run in the back. I can power this. This is my my Go kit out there. I can take that anywhere with me. It's just a FM 2-meter radio, and it's got its own 12 volt battery in there. It's got charging capabilities. So that's really about it. Got the radar software that I run, both that Storm Lab there, and we've got Weather Defender. Both are good programs. Use it a lot when I've got people out in the field that are along the lake. You can see we're located right about there, and so any weather that comes in off the lake, we're really the first eyes and ears around this area to let people in and know what's going on. So again, hey, thanks for letting me post this video. Kind of a funny montage of but Kevin, really appreciate the videos out there. The system you have is wonderful, and it's nice that you find a person that's got that kind of knowledge and is willing to share it with the rest of us. So good ideas out there. Please keep them coming for us. I know myself as well as everybody else enjoys them quite a bit. So another one. This is a digital radio, which is not a digital radio. However, the radio, if I have the computer on here, we can type a message, goes into the TNC, into the radio, out of the radio, into somebody else's radio, to the TNC, into their computer. So it's kind of like the internet without the internet. but you're only talking like 1,200 bauds. So I can actually hook up to the 3 hospitals here in Muskegon, and we can exchange emergency information as far as, if we were to have an accident or something happening here, and all the lines of communication are down. So